Click on my gum. Hello, good afternoon. This is a late afternoon talk, talk slash drive. What a busy morning I have had. Oof, very, very busy. Oh, look at this. Not in my way. I've had a very busy morning, a very eventful morning, to say the least. But thank God I made it. So I come on this live to have a few discussions as I drive. I can't even talk. As I drive. So we're gonna have a discussion. If you saw the a thumbnail, it's a versus. Yes, it is. It is a versus. The picture we have on my thumbnail. I can't remember what it is Erica Dixon, I think that's the person name, and Bambi. I don't know what Bambi's real name is. I didn't take the time to go look it up, but I'm guessing that's her stage name, or maybe that's her name. That's her actual name. But Erica Dixon and Bambi. Lil Scrappy, who is a rapper. Erica Dixon is the mother of his child. Is his first child, I believe. And Bambi was his wife. Bambi was his wife. I think they're getting a divorce, or they are already divorced. But anyway, we're going to talk about those two first, because the other day, Lil Scrappy's daughter, Imani, she's 18 years old. I believe she was on her live, because she's graduating. She's a senior. She was on her live, and then she was talking about graduation, because the clip that they showed, I heard she said graduation, and I guess she was talking about it, and then people in the comments was asking her or commenting about Bambi, who is her stepmother. And then you can tell she was annoyed, because I'm talking about my graduation. I'm trying to probably tell y'all what's going on, and then people being messy in the comments asking her for that. So she's like, why y'all asking me about my stepmom? Y'all don't see me posting about her. Stop asking me about that lady. That's what she said. And then that's it. She was just frustrated. Child, here come Bambi. Oh, she posted a picture. Oh, it's giving that lady. Ma'am, that's why I have the title, adults, and they not in their place. Okay, she said something like that. You felt some type of way because she said that about you. I remember a long time ago, adults had issues. When adults had issues with a child, whatever, being disrespectful, they would go to the parent. I don't know if people still do that. Do people still do that? I'm not sure. But you don't address the child. You don't go address the child, but she throwing hints at the young lady. Even though I know Imani says she's 18. Yeah, she's 18. She's considered as adult, but that doesn't mean you are an adult. 18 does not mean that you're an actual adult. You just there's certain stuff you still, there's certain stuff you can do on your own, but you're still you're just an older child. You're not able to do a lot of stuff completely on your own. Let's get that straight. So instead of, if she felt some type of way, you know what? She could have gone, even if she could have gone, she couldn't have gone to her mother, which is Erica Dixon. She could have gone to Scrappy. Scrappy, your daughter went online and she was talking about I bet you any money she was on her live. She wasn't probably even on her live. I bet you any money it was the fans, or whoever those people is, went and sent the live to Bambi. I can almost guarantee you that's how it went down. That's how it went down. So the fans, messy fans, went and sent the live to Bambi. I don't know why my seat is this low. I've never seen it this low. When you take in your car to get serviced, they always mess up with something. Child, my seat is some. They did something to it. I don't know, but they did something because it feels weird. So anyway, she could have gone to Scrappy and tell him, say, you know, I didn't like what she said, and you really need to talk to your daughter. Why address the young lady? And then that open up. What did that open up? That opened up for what is her name? Imani to go to go on live and say, you know, she can't take care of her kids. She had her sister hair messing up. She was saying all kinds of stuff. But what caused that is because Bambi did not stay in an adult place. In an adult place, she addressing a child. So you open up yourself to being all them stuff being said about you. Doesn't make any type of sense. And then which is I don't like disrespectful kids, but I don't like people picking on kids and doing wrong to kids also. Why would give Imani wrong? She said, if she said whatever she said on her thing, you could have gone to your mother too. Go to, oh mom, I don't know. And then of course all these stuff is fans. You see these fans, they like mess. They like a lot of mess. I bet you any money the fans went. I mean, you see people backing up, you coming behind people, and you're not even supposed to be doing all that. I don't understand some people. So I bet you any money the fans went and show her, oh, this is what Bambi said about you. Because people are so miserable. There are a lot of miserable people. They always want to start a bunch of mess because their life is miserable. So why is these people keep on doing? You're supposed to be doing that. Anyways, so these fans are so miserable. That's what they do. So my thing, why fault why I say Erica Dixon, the lady came after your daughter, whatever. She chose subliminals, something like that. You could have just, whatever, you were miserable. You just look at that and say, yeah, you miserable. You're trying to act like, oh, I'm single, whatever. The acronym that she used, life is easier or whatever. Whenever she posted it, I don't know if she did that after Scrappy or before Scrappy, who knows. Talking about life is easier. Obviously, your life is not easier because you picking fights with, you've shown subliminals. Let's say you showing subliminals at the teenagers. That's because that's a young teenager. She's an 18-year-old teenager, but that's a teenager. So you're throwing subliminals at a young teenager. But back to what Erica Dixon. That I don't like. Even though she had a back and forth, not even a back and forth, she threw a subliminal at your daughter. Your daughter are actually not supposed to be going online and disrespecting an adult. Even though the adult didn't act like an adult, but that's wrong. That is wrong for her to go on live and to go talk about the stepmother, even though she may deserve it. But you always supposed to give that respect, even when people don't deserve the respect. Because long time, that's how people used to raise their kids. You know, kids never, I don't care if you're 18, I don't care if you're 19, the person older than you, they are due respect. You owe them respect, even if they don't act like somebody who deserves it. You're still supposed to give them respect. So that was wrong. That was wrong for her to have a child go online and go on social media. You could have called and say, oh, I didn't like what you said and stuff like that. You acted like you did. See, they could have that phone conversation. But now people don't have phone conversation. Now people go online. People go online and go, tug it out because so they get clout, so they have their name trending and stuff like that. That's how people resolve issues now. Online. absolutely ridiculous. So that was my little 2 cents on that. So yeah, Bambi, you could have reached out to the dad, you could have reached out to the mom. Why chose to most out of child? And then yes, even though she did deserve it, but that was not Imani's place to go on, and maybe nobody said that, but to go on online and then dishing out, even if it's true, whether it's true or not true, that's not right. You don't do that. You don't disrespect your child. You don't allow your child to disrespect another adult. You never know, because that person, you see, she already felt some type of way just because she said that lady. Now you spill out a bunch of stuff about her online. You don't know how that's going to come back after your child. That's why you never have your child disrespect people. You have to be careful about that. So that was my 2 cents. I believe that's what I wanted to say on that. And then about the substitute teacher and the student that was, tussling it out. Well, they did tussle it out for a little bit, and then they fell or whatever. But as you heard, that they arrested both. And I don't know if they're gonna drop the charges, if they're gonna pursue it. Who knows? But of course, they had, because if they arrested the teacher only, it would have been a problem. If they only arrested the student, it would have been a problem. So I guess they figured out, hey, let's just arrest both of them, so we don't have any problem. You're still gonna have problems, because when you look at it, the girl is still, she's still under 18, I believe. She doesn't have the same consequences as the teacher. And at the end of the day, if they do decide to pursue the charges, the student's record could be expunged. Because expunged, sealed, or whatever. She could turn around and say, hey, I was a bad kid back then. I didn't understand what I was doing, stuff like that. I have changed. And then pay somebody or whatever. Or they have non-profits that do that and say, I really regret what I did. And then her record is clean. But the substitute teacher, her record would not be clean. If they pursue the charges, I'm not sure if they're going to do, but if they pursue the charges, the substitute teacher's record will not change. It will still stay on her record. So if she ever want to teach again, and that's going to follow her anyway. If she ever want to teach anywhere again, that's going to follow her. So the consequences really for the teacher is more than the student, even though the student is the one that started it. So long time, we raise our children to respect adults. But as you see in these two instances, younger people do not have respect for adults. Even though some of these adults, they deserve to be disrespected. Yes, I understand you. I understand where you come from. They deserve to be cursed out. Some of them deserve you to roll your eyes at them. Some of them deserve to give an attitude to. But you're not. Even though they deserve to do it, even though you can do something, doesn't mean that you should do something. And doesn't mean that it's going to work in your favor when you do it. It's never good to disrespect people. Many times my kids have had issues with people. I have young kids. They want to pop off on people and stuff like that. I said, look here. I have attitude for all of us. Okay? You ain't ready yet. I got attitude for all of us. That's what God has done for me. When I need it. Because, I'm able to discern when to use it. And I pray to God to always, know when to use it too. But anyways, so yeah, as we can see in these two instances, a lot of young adults don't respect older people. So you have to be very careful working with young people. You have to be careful. Some instances you have to think twice before you jump in and say, hey, stop fighting. Hey, stop doing this. Hey, you don't mess it. You better be careful, because they will disrespect you, because they're being enabled to disrespect people. They were not raised to respect older people. Because you can't only raise your child just to respect just to respect you or to respect a family member or families. You should raise them to respect all people. Because like the Bible say, sometimes you are entertaining angels. You don't know. An angel might appear in a human form and stuff like that, and then that's how God wanted to bless you or open a door for you or whatever, and that was your test. Because we're not going to see an angel with no wings and stuff like that. Sometimes an angel would appear just like you, and then that was your test. But then boom, you walk all over the homeless person that actually was an angel, or you curse them out because they knock on your window asking for some money. We have to raise our children to respect adults. We do. So that's all I had to say on that part. But before I'm done, I notice when you talk about certain people, I guess certain phase of people, certain people get mad. Certain fans, whatever you guys are called, you get upset because you can't talk about certain your favorites. When they talk about Jesus, look what they did to Jesus. Because I could always fit Jesus in places in my stories. When they talk about Jesus, they betrayed him, they denied him, they crucified him, they beat him, they slapped him. So why your faith, they can't talk about your faith? Oh, who you think you is? What are you talking about? And stuff like that. I am the one that Jesus helped to get on this platform. That's who I am. That's who I is. Okay? And a lot of y'all got batteries in your back because they pay you when they talk about your faith to go on people's channel and then talk, report, or talk about the person who's talking about your faith, to discourage people from talking about your favorite. But they talk about Jesus. I gotta keep on telling you. So your faith is above Jesus? Because that's how you act. Is your favorite above Jesus? And you who paying people. So whenever you see anybody talking about me and stuff like that, talk about them, shame them and stuff like that, ridicule them, so you can shut people mouth. That's gonna be a time when it's gonna be time coming. It doesn't matter what you do, they still gonna talk about you. So that's how you measure loyalty. People who willing to go after people for you. That's just like Peter. Be careful with people. Just like Peter, when they came for Jesus, and then he was like, you arresting Jesus? No. Chop off the man's ears. And then still end up denying him. I don't need no Peters like that. Well, Peter in that thing. Afterwards, Peter changed. He became a good man. But that Peter, I don't need Peters like that. People, oh my goodness. Anytime they talk about you, girl, I got your back. I'm down for you and stuff like that. Just like I was talking in the Kai Cenat video. People don't have loyalty. Or their loyalty is a weird type of loyalty. I don't understand their loyalty. Don't show me your loyalty with words. Show me with your actions. Be careful with people who say stuff like that. The first person, whenever anything go down, when your fame start going down, you get in trouble and stuff like that, first person who's going to deny you. First person who's going to deny you is them. So get caught up in people's words. How people pander and flatter with their lips. Some of y'all need to read the Proverbs. Read the Proverbs every day. It will give you wisdom, so you don't get caught up in some foolishness from the flattery of people's words. So if God placed like certain topics or whatever, if I see it and God download inside of me what I need to say, or from my experience, not everything, like I said, not every, I don't want to be like that person, oh God this, God that. No, some stuff God download and give me insight into the situation. Some stuff I just know by experience. Some stuff I know because I know about the story or whatever, and I am able, if I'm able to explain it, articulate it, I'm gonna talk about it, whether it's your favorite. Okay, I don't care. Okay, I don't care, because where I am at, this platform that that God helped me to build, God did it. I ain't paid for no subscribers. I didn't flatter nobody. I didn't pay super chats so so people could shout me out, or just pander the email people to shout me out. God did this for me because that's what I wanted to do. I say, God, send me now, but this is what I wanted to do. So if it's your favorite, you feel like, oh, why are you talking about my fave? Keep on YouTubing. Like I said, keep on YouTubing. So I believe that's all I wanted to say tonight, because I'm just looking, I'm kind of sweating. Look at this. I be doing too much. Lord help me. People are always going to talk about you. I mean, if you're afraid for people to talk about you, you shouldn't be anywhere. You shouldn't be giving advice or whatever it may be. Paying people to attack other people, to shame other people because they talk about you. That's what you're doing with the blessings that God has given you. Oh, you squandering it like that? You better be careful. You know how much good you could have did with that blessing, with the wealth. But you, that's what you're doing. And then you who taking it to do foolishness like that, what good has that money did for you? What good has that money did for you? You ain't did nothing with it. You ain't did it because you're doing the wrong thing with it. Jésus pas juger criminel yo. Jésus pas juger criminel yo. Anyway, that's all I have. It's okay. I'm out. It's sweating in here and I have stuff to do, John. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another live. Hopefully I'm able to go live tomorrow. I pray. It's like, stay consistent. All right, see ya whenever you're gonna come on the live, whatever you're gonna watch it. Thank you for your support, and thank you for every subscriber. I really appreciate especially all my subscribers. I appreciate you guys, because a lot of you guys, I never even said subscribe. You just subscribe. I just appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you. See ya.